Also this hour, Boris Johnson was accused on Friday of a new breach for taking a newspaper columnist job without waiting for required ethics vetting. Remember, the former British Prime Minister quit Parliament last week over a finding that he misled lawmakers about COVID lockdowns parties. On Friday, Johnson was named a columnist for the Daily Mail newspaper. It marks a return to journalism career that had seen him write for several leading British titles, including one that sacked him for making up a quote. Ministers and civil servants who leave office are required to consult an ethics body, the Advisory Committee on Business Appointments, before taking up new jobs. It said Johnson had committed a new breach by failing to give it proper notice. The panel said, and I quote, "An application received 30 minutes before an appointment is announced is a clear breach. The panel has no enforcement powers, but a new breach of rules could make it harder for Johnson to mount a political comeback." 9 months after he left the premiership, Johnson's ethics record is causing renewed trouble for the governing Conservative Party. The Tories are divided over whether to endorse the findings of a panel of lawmakers that he deliberately misled Parliament over parties at his office during the pandemic. The committee, which has a Conservative majority, said he should have been suspended from Parliament had he not quit as a lawmaker last week. Johnson had called it a political assassination. Johnson started his working life in journalism, sacked by the Times newspaper for making up a quote. He went on to have a career at the Daily Telegraph, where, as a Brussels correspondent, he lambasted the EU in vivid, if not always accurate prose. He later pursued parallel media and political careers as editor of the Spectator magazine and as a member of Parliament. Before becoming Prime Minister, he wrote a column for the Daily Telegraph. That column often saw him criticized for his views, and he was accused of islamophobia. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.